He don't need any
He
money.
spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing.
If he really did all the things he's saying, I hope that gets proven in court, and I hope he gets punished if he really did that. If he didn't do that, I hope he gets exonerated.
Joe Rogan has now responded to CNN's report about Floyd Mayweather losing a large part of his money over time. Yesterday, CNN shared that Floyd Mayweather has been dealing with major financial setbacks that have greatly reduced the $1.2 billion fortune he made during his boxing career. The report quickly left many people surprised and confused.
That money to the IRS, how much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this, he makes so much money, there's probably a point when they're like, hey.
Floyd Mayweather has reportedly gone bankrupt, and the news spread quickly after reports claimed he had spent most of his $1.2 billion boxing earnings on debts, gambling, and failed investments. People across the boxing and entertainment world found the situation shocking, unbelievable, and hard to accept. The topic was later discussed on the Joe Rogan Experience, where Joe Rogan gave his thoughts on the situation. During the conversation, Joe Rogan showed disappointment in Floyd Mayweather and said his careless spending habits and expensive lifestyle were the main reasons behind his financial downfall.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but I want to show you, when I show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
Even though these rumors have been around for a long time, this situation appears more serious now, because Floyd Mayweather has reportedly started putting some of his luxury homes up for sale. Joe Rogan also talked about this during the show and said the situation now feels more believable than before while explaining the difficult financial problems Mayweather has recently been facing. He also mentioned that Mayweather reportedly owes millions of dollars to different businesses, companies, and even countries both inside and outside the United States.
Like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those. I also remember all those guys got popped by the IRS. Because they
stand-ups?
Yeah, they all got popped because none of them were paying taxes. They were all getting paid cash.
Yeah.
And so they all got in trouble. I remember working at Nick's Comedy Stop. They offered you could get paid in cash or in coke.
Yeah, I remember those days. Yeah.
That's how wild those days were.
He talked about several jewelry stores along with the United Arab Emirates, especially Dubai, where Floyd Mayweather reportedly owes a huge amount of money. Joe Rogan also said that Mayweather has been dealing with unpaid taxes since 2017, which was the year of his final fight. In addition, Joe Rogan claimed that Floyd Mayweather owes around $1 million in Mexico after he failed to appear at a conference a few months ago. The former world champion was expected to attend the event, or at least join through a video call to speak with the Mexican media as promised, but he never showed up.
To remember, all those guys got popped by the IRS. Because they
stand-ups?
Yeah, they all got popped because none of them were paying taxes. They were all getting paid cash.
Yeah.
And so they all got in trouble. I remember working at Nick's Comedy Stop. They offered you could get paid in cash or in coke.
Yeah, I remember those days. Yeah.
That's how wild those days were.
The event turned into a complete disappointment as confused organizers and journalists were left waiting without any clear reason, even though well-known boxers like Jamie Munguia were present. Ben Thompson explained that the issue was connected to Ortiz sharing the same representative as John Gotti III, with more attention being given to that rematch instead of another meeting related to the 2011 professional bout. ESPN reporter Salvador Rodriguez, who attended the press conference, confirmed that many respected boxing figures were there, but Floyd Mayweather failed to honor the invitation even after reportedly receiving $1 million in advance. Once again, Mayweather promoted the event publicly, but no more updates or explanations were given afterward by the boxing star. It was later confirmed that Floyd Mayweather never traveled to Mexico and also failed to attend the conference as originally promised. Soon after, he removed the Mexico event poster and workout details from his Instagram account. Reports also claimed that the CDMX government, which had been supporting the event plan for late summer, was unhappy with how the entire situation was handled. The situation became so serious that fans and members of the media started criticizing the boxing legend, while questioning why Floyd Mayweather failed to appear even though he was reportedly offered $1 million just for attending the media event. In an effort to deal with his financial problems, Mayweather has reportedly placed both his Beverly Hills mansion and his Los Angeles mansion up for sale. Together, the properties are worth more than $40 million, and the money could help clear many of his outstanding debts. What makes the situation more surprising is that Joe Rogan has often praised Floyd Mayweather for his discipline in the past, but now seems disappointed by how everything has unfolded.
Points, right? Because it's an exhibition. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of
Mayweather often spent his nights partying and regularly showed off his wealth in public, which naturally annoyed many fans. Still, this actually worked in his favor because many boxing viewers ended up buying the pay-per-view events hoping to finally see him lose. Even though he displayed a flashy lifestyle to the public, he still remained dedicated to training and hard work, with Joe Rogan later sharing a strong story about Mayweather's commitment and discipline.
Look at this. Look at all those diamonds. That's millions of dollars worth of diamonds.
Yeah,
I mean, that's bonkers. Yeah, he's like a professional baller.
Like that watch right there is not like, I wouldn't wear it because it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Even if, I had it, I wouldn't wear it. It's just not attractive to me.
No, I'm not into blinged out watches either.
Nah.
I like mechanical watches.
During episode 102 of JRE MMA with Dustin Poirier, the UFC commentator said that Floyd Mayweather was the only fighter who could constantly show off his wealth with million-dollar watches, expensive cars, and a flashy lifestyle, while still defeating everyone in front of him. He added that no one else had managed to do that at the same level. Joe Rogan explained that despite all the attention around money and fame, Floyd never lost his discipline and dedication. According to Rogan, Mayweather was so committed to training that he would even run home from the nightclub.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
Because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no...
Figured it's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. Needs that money has to keep coming in. If you're going to live like this, it's absolutely, he needs money. Once again, come on, fighters like that always go broke.
When Floyd Mayweather went out in Las Vegas, he would spend time partying, but still stay focused on training. Joe Rogan explained that Mayweather would sometimes leave the club wearing jeans and have his driver follow behind while he jogged home. He said Mayweather was always working on his fitness and never allowed himself to get out of shape. Mayweather's career was remembered for much more than just winning fights, because his defensive skills played a huge role in keeping his perfect record intact. Unlike many fighters who relied mainly on knockout power, Mayweather became famous for his ability to avoid getting hit better than almost anyone else. That defensive style became the main reason behind his success, and it still remains a major topic of discussion in the boxing world today.
Crazy. Like, wow. And I think he held him up like, hey, man, don't fall because you're going to mess the money up.
If they're the size different.
During a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, UFC commentator Joe Rogan and comedian Brian Callen talked about Floyd Mayweather's special fighting style. Rogan explained that when people ask him who the greatest boxer of all time is, he usually chooses Floyd Mayweather, because he got hit less than almost any fighter in history. Even though he did not have the same knockout strength as fighters like Roy Jones Jr., his incredible defense helped him avoid serious damage during his career. Rogan said this is the main reason why Mayweather stands above the rest in boxing. One interesting moment in Mayweather's career came during his 2001 fight against Carlos Hernandez, when he briefly took a knee after getting punched, although the referee did not rule it as a knockdown. Mayweather still won the fight by unanimous decision, and continued his career without officially ever being knocked down.
Everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no Joe Rogan didn't hold back. When he called out Floyd Mayweather questioning the legitimacy of his claims about owning $42 million in 60 buildings, Mayweather's flashy numbers have been repeatedly denied by credible sources who argue that the wealth Floyd brags about is largely exaggerated despite the public image of a financial empire. It turns out Mayweather's supposed fortune might be a house of cards built on lies and false promises, so Floyd is.
Joe Rogan also said that one of Floyd Mayweather's most impressive qualities is his ability to enjoy a wealthy lifestyle while still staying disciplined and focused. Speaking with UFC lightweight star Dustin Poirier, Rogan praised Mayweather for remaining dedicated to training despite living a flashy and expensive life. At the same time, Floyd Mayweather strongly denied rumors that he is facing financial trouble and explained that his goal is to build long-term generational wealth through smart real estate investments. Mayweather, who is the son of boxing trainer Floyd Mayweather Sr., retired from professional boxing in 2017 with an undefeated record. During his 21-year career, he won 15 world titles across 5 different weight divisions from super featherweight to light middleweight. After stepping away from boxing, the 48-year-old turned his attention toward another potentially profitable business, which is investing in real estate.
Piecing him up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. Floyd was just boxing him up, which is what he does. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him. It doesn't even hurt his record. Also money, he needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this. It's not that expensive though, but he's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches. I don't think he buys every pair. You think they give them to him.
Since retiring from professional boxing, Floyd Mayweather has invested in many different types of properties, including luxury mansions, modern homes, affordable housing, and rental buildings. He later explained the thinking behind these investments, which according to Essentially Sports have helped him build a net worth close to $500 million. However, that huge figure recently became a topic of debate after the sports commentary YouTube channel Fighter Corner News posted a viral video titled "Stephen A. Smith Exposes Floyd Mayweather for Going Bankrupt After $42 Million Scam." The video quickly spread online and led many people to question whether Mayweather's image of success was truly real or only for show.
Then he's gonna go. So I need you to fly over there because you got to pick a couple people up. You got to pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, Chef. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey, then go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land, so I can send them over there, and then Dan can get on a plane also. Okay.
Floyd Mayweather has now tried to end all the rumors about his financial problems by saying the opposite is actually true. During an appearance at the Real Deal Forum in New York City, he said everyone can have their own opinion, but added that if owning 2 private jets, more than 100 buildings, and having the freedom to do whatever he wants means going bankrupt, then everyone must be bankrupt. Mayweather has also shown how serious he is about protecting his name and achievements by filing a $100 million defamation lawsuit against Business Insider over a report connected to one of his real estate deals. The issue started after Mayweather posted on Instagram claiming he had bought 62 apartment buildings in Manhattan for $42 million, and the publication later released an article questioning whether the deal had really taken place.
It's like, oh man, he's broke. No. It's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say anything about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but soon as somebody black does it, your people, your own people say, oh, he's broke. Listen, I'm not here to talk about no one else's pockets because I got to where I got to focusing on Floyd Mayweather. That's how I got to becoming 50-0.
Mayweather said that he worked hard for many years to build both his name and his reputation. Speaking about the lawsuit, he explained that in all his 48 years he had never taken legal action against a media company before, even though the media had criticized him and his family for most of his life. He said he would no longer allow anyone to damage his image or speak negatively about his family. In response, Business Insider released a statement to Front Office Sports, saying they strongly rejected Mayweather's accusations and planned to fully defend their reporting and journalist. While talking about his move into real estate, the former boxing champion explained that a big reason for his success is because he chooses to surround himself with intelligent and experienced people.
I think it's hate from both sides. They gotta point the finger at somebody. I mean, I think that it's just that when I talk about the numbers, that I'm doing, I'm really doing. It's not like, you know how the young kids say now, capping, or we used to say fronting, so ain't no future in your fronting. But
when speaking about his successful real estate business, Floyd Mayweather explained that he never wanted to begin with small investments, and instead chose to work with smart people who could guide him toward the right opportunities. Mayweather, whose property collection includes retail buildings, luxury rental homes, the former Versace mansion, and his recent $42 million purchase, said he was always thinking about life after boxing and creating wealth that could last for generations. He explained that when he entered the real estate market, he skipped smaller deals and immediately focused on investments worth hundreds of millions because he wanted larger returns that would allow him to enjoy life and travel with his family and friends. Even with all of his success, the former boxing champion admitted that he still does not see himself as a true expert in real estate, at least for now.
About that, building that wealth and doing different things that way. But, you know, you started off as Pretty Boy Floyd. Yes. And then you moved to Money Mayweather, and Money Mayweather became the villain. But part of being that villain was building a brand where people tuned in, whether it was the two sides that hated you or the side like me that was cheering for you to win, because I looked at the discipline of the way you approached the sport. Was that a calculated decision for you to become Money Mayweather and kind of be the villain?
He explained that people should motivate each other to improve and succeed instead of wasting time arguing on social media. According to Mayweather, everyone is allowed to have their own opinions, and it is better to encourage one another in a positive way. He also admitted that in the past, when he was younger, he often found himself getting involved in online arguments and going back and forth with different people on the internet.
Pushing each other to be great instead of arguing on social media. That's just my opinion. And push each other in a positive way. And, you know, I found myself in the past, you know, the younger Floyd Mayweather, you know, going back and forth on the internet with different people. But
Mayweather said that even now he is still learning about real estate and gaining new knowledge every day. He explained that he sees real estate the same way he sees boxing because there is always something new to understand and improve. Mayweather also shared that his main goal has always been to create wealth that his children Koran, Iana, Zion, and Jaira can benefit from in the future. He said he wants his children to become even more successful than he is and believes that is one of the greatest achievements a parent can have. According to Mayweather, he does not want to describe his business success as a real estate dynasty, but instead as building long-term generational wealth. He also pointed out that many athletes put their bodies through a lot during their careers, so it is important to have something secure for the future, and added that he never took his opportunities for granted. Floyd Mayweather Jr. also officially filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit on Wednesday in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York against Business Insider, its parent company Insider Incorporated, and reporter Daniel Geiger.